everybody, I'm back with a black-owned hair business review. This one is from Lior Beauty Boutique, which just so happens to be mine. And this is me going ahead and laying my wig. I just push my little edges back just so that when my hair grows in, then it's not like, oh, just ripped out all my edges, because I do use Got2b glue. I know that's like a black girl no nowadays, but shoot, we can do what we gotta do. So I use a stocking cap. I don't use like one of those thick ball caps or anything. I just cut the bottom, like the elastic part, off of the stocking cap, stretch it just a tad, and then it's a lot easier to melt. Let's just put it like that. And you can get it closer to your skin tone than you can one of those booty little ball caps that they sell in a beauty supply store. So here's me. Oh my god. But anyway, so this is me just jamming, I listen to music when I do this kind of stuff, so if you see me like going ham biscuit with the dancing and stuff, that's why. I was probably listening to some of that hood rat stuff. You know how I do. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my freeze spray, and I'm just gonna put that right over my football field of a forehead. And I gotta be really careful when doing this, because typically I cut my little ear. I just cut a little hole. But I just cut a little hole, and then I cut up from the hole, not too far. And then it's like looped around my ear, so I don't have to hold that edge down. And the only thing I have to do when I go to do it is just smooth it down, as you see me doing right here. Now I'm just cutting off the excess cap. Gonna spray with some water, and I'm gonna jam just because I can. It's really aggressive. I was gonna put some foundation on my wig. I'm just shaking her like, ooh. And then I'm just gonna make sure and check. I always check my little colors and make sure my little colors are correct, because you don't want it to be like wrong. So I cut my lace according to how my forehead is. Now, if y'all want a tutorial about that and how I cut it, like to be my forehead instead of the way, they come like just straight across, because nobody's forehead is really straight across. I can show y'all my entire routine, like my plucking and all that. I don't know, I'm weird. I don't really like baby hairs too much often. If I do them, which I did this time, I just feel like if I'm gonna wear a wig, I would just much rather it be like kind of like a Jackie Aina kind of wig. There's nothing wrong with it, but that kind of stuff, like it just doesn't look good on me, because I have just too much forehead space. It just draws too much attention. So I'm just pushing it down and using my blow dryer. And my technique is specifically for laying this down and like wearing it. But you can wear it, if you tie the lace down, you can wear it for like a couple days and just like touch it up with the Got2b spray. But I typically take my wig off and put it on a mannequin at night, so it's really easy to get off because it's water soluble. And then on top of that, you can get it off really, really easy with the alcohol. I use some rubbing alcohol. You'll see me do that a little bit later in the video. But I use some rubbing alcohol, and that just gets all that excess off. I don't know why I keep saying excess off. And now I'm just trying to do it like little by little, just piece by piece, just trying to, get my wig to be as flat as possible and as even as possible, like as far as being laid down. And then once I've done that, I'm just gonna, to be honest, move on to that kind of nitpicky kind of stage. Like, I do it with pretty much everything, but I just kind of try to get everything the way I want it. And if I don't really like deal with, if I don't really like something like that, then I'm just gonna change something about it. So that's why this video took so long, because I don't know, I'm weird. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know enough of what I'm doing to where I know what it's not supposed to look like. So I don't know, I'm just new to this whole wig thing, and I typically just sell the hair, not put it on my head. But I don't know, I've just been, maybe it's that grown woman stuff. But I just laid my wig, wrapped it with a little scarf, and I used the silk side of the scarf down so that it's really soft, and it also will not stick as much to the got-to-be glue, because once it's sticking to the got-to-be glue, then that means that your lace can potentially come up, or it's drying with the scarf instead of like onto your head, you know. So just be really aware. Honestly, the thing that I have learned from doing this multiple times is really just move slow. Like, I did not do this review until I wore the wig and like got laying it down like properly down pat, because I just wanted to make sure that I'm not telling y'all that this is like the greatest wig ever, and then it's like ass when you get it. You know, I'm not one of those AliExpress bitches. Like, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. But this is alcohol, as I was referring to earlier. I'm just gonna put it on my forehead and like anywhere where I don't want that got-to-be glue to turn white, because when you stick your finger, I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you stick your finger, or if you stick anything that's not like a little comb or something onto the got-to-be glue, it's gonna turn white, and it's gonna be really crusty, and you're not gonna like it, and it's just upsetting, you know. So I try my best to avoid that, and that's why I spray so much water, so that it's not like sticking, you know. And I know some people, they'll spray the inside of their lace with the got-to-be glue just so it'll stay out of the way, their hairs will stay out of the way, and it'll not be so hard like that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I haven't tried that yet. So if somebody has tried that, let me know in the comments. But yes, this is me just perfecting everything I just did. I went ahead and straightened the wig. I went ahead and styled it the way I wanted. And I'm just doing some mousse and some concealer so that I can just adjust it to how I want. And honestly, I'm not too much of a stickler for my wigs, just because like I'm still learning how to do them on myself. So it's a learning process, and I think I'm doing pretty well so far. So this is what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty, and it straightens so well. But this is me just showing you guys. This is a 20-inch body wave frontal. And honestly, that was pretty much it. I hope you guys like it. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.